Hi guys, this is Dinah in this here Sages of Faye. This is my second video that I'm doing today. That will be about my calendar, my method. This method I started with one number and it was the year. So I'll just slide this up a bit. It's the only way I can do it at the moment. You're looking at 20 and 25. You add them together, you get 45. Well, we have the as above and so below. So I put the 45 down and the 9 up. And I continue this all along. So the 3rd of March is 48. Because I've added 3 to 45. So the 45, wishing card. The 48 is the discipline. Now these all run on tarot. They run through the system of tarot here. You can get these charts anywhere and they are quite valuable. So when you look at these cards this way, it adds up then to 31. This is the last day of the month. So you add them up and you're going to get 79. Well, the tarot is from 0 to 78. So therefore, 79 you go back to 0. Because it's 0 to 22, the full card. So therefore, this is this card here. So you've come through the whole cycle here. And now you're running off the edge. You're going into a new precipice. You're right at the edge of change. So this now means that the zeros here, the free fall guy, this is where you look at this card here and you see the 5 of clubs. But how do you work that 5 of clubs? Well, if this is Sharon Jeffers, you've got your 63. Now that is the Queen of Swords. And she is the only chick on the board that can play however she chooses. Because she's really above the board. She's behind the throne. She's beyond the 64 squares. So she's playing for 4 days and I've watched this for years play and I can see how strong this 63 is. She's no messing. These numbers are no messing. Okay, because you've got your mastery there with the lovers and you have the Empress. And then they get adapt. You've got something to work on here with that 4 and it's the 5 of clubs. And here it is here. Now, you've got to look for the facts here. You've got to find the facts in what these numbers are telling you. So this is manifesting here. And wherever there has been an overexertion is needing for amendment. How much of this energy are you sustaining? How much of it is bringing your vices into virtues? It's time to relook at this. Because whatever you're doing now could have this competitive rivalry going on. And conflicts here, it's manifesting. It's right there, look. So now you put your 0 over here on your 79. Let me just turn that to the side slightly. There it is there. Yeah, right there. Spirit is moving your nature, your 9. Because that's what needs to be adapting here. Accept, allow and adapt. In whatever order you choose. So here is the fall. It then takes you up to the Tower. Because 9, to adapt to that nature, you need some kind of sudden change. Well, here it is. The Magi's manifested the 6. There's mastery required here with Spirit moving with the Charioteer. The Charioteer is right here. And here on your Boaz and your Kim, these are the 2 poles, the compensating poles. They're the pole pushers. These columns here, left brain, right brain. The malefic and the benefic. So, and they run up. There's 7, 7 uneven. And I drag this side out because there's so much more to talk about. All of this has so much more to talk about. Must keep it simple. So the uneven 7, 7 is your Charioteer. 2 7s are 14. They are going to give you your temperance. Well, here it is. Here comes that balance. And the balance required here is to change what is necessary with your options. And what options can you not see is what I'm trying to invest into this understanding of today's date. So therefore the balance and harmony is needed here. The purpose, finding the meaning, bringing this here into form. So it has good form, the cut of its jib. You know, measure twice, cut once. This is where we're coming in here, and you've got 16 on the right hand brain. So the tower is here also. Well, 16 and 16 is 32. So you can see the fifths playing there. So you know that your 32 is your liquid to solid. There is something coming through the eye of the needle, and it's you. The best version of you right now is stepping up, because these keys came in the 25th of January and July the 28th. Right? So now this 14 is requiring this 365th, and it's holding itself here 4 times fold with the 63, which will give you 252. Well, 52 is the crook and flower. There's a lot of armor being forged here. And the beauty of Lucy, she will give you that rundown, because the numbers I would call are here. And they're all on different pitches. Like I said, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. And they are all specific, and they merge. These are mergers. They merge through the planetary. Whatever you want to call it, it's beyond that point of some of the debates. But here, you're in your own reality here. And you're seeing through this. And this is what got me where I am today. Okay, so without losing the plot, these 2 towers need adjusting, because it's the end. It's the end of the cycle. The King of Pentacles can tell you that at 78. And now you hit on the Fool card. You're pushing through that hole now. You're no longer wading on low waters for breadcrumbs. Look at everything that has come to you and shown you the truth. Truth in life's lies. So here we stand here with this beautiful set of numbers, and you're on the last day, the last melon. You're on the last day of 31 Galilean. This is the Trinity. This is the transformation. This is the palindromic of 13. Heaven and earth constantly pushing down on you. The 8 ball. It's constantly showing you what you need to know for this cyclical behavior that this whole system has. It's like a clockwork orange. And you see it going on its highs and lows as it runs all through here. And each one of them have their own system. So to start with one number was an understatement. Because the most important thing I can say about this chart is what you cannot see. Because it's the transcendental, and it's only number that will anchor that with the right intent. Because if this isn't written on the heart and you speak this wrong, because it's about tightening up your vows, going into the truth within you, not outside of you. That's just a reflection. So it's about the study and how you move this information. So that was what I did. And I took the concept of many people's things over the years for a long time, and I made it my own. And this is my reality. You see? So over the next video I'll do will be about these cards. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to show you this, but please ask me questions about my stuff. And I'll tell you about my stuff. Because this is a beautiful system. You can see the numbers rock. You can see them speaking back to you. And everyone has become a deck of cards. Because you can see their nature. And I went on an investigation with their nature. And I went and found my own Queen of Swords. I went and found all of these energies so I could see the reflection that was coming back in my reality, and then how I could see how that could be moved. Understanding this moves it. You can see how it shifts. You can see everyone's blueprint of how it behaves. Once you start doing that, you see A to Z, the middle becomes easy. Because this is our reality. And this is what we have to do. Take authenticity of that. Be accountable for that. And this is how we do it. We forge our armour. We stand in our truth. Does the Emperor have any clothes on? And this is what number teaches you to do. Forge your armour. So here with this 31st of March, beware the eyes of March. The 5 of clubs coming in here. Your currency's starting anew. Because it's 27 to even the waters for spirit to rise. Here is your 9, working with the Queen of Swords. And she's forging the Emperor here. And she's taking on those 2 towers. And if this is a wholesome complementary for creator codes, go right ahead, because we're on that 0 per 0. And that spirit will move that tower. And you will have balance. Because that 365th is the soft belly undertones of the things that teach us. The things that are hidden. The good stuff is hidden behind these things that we're prepared to face. So we have to go in with face. Because no face is what we have had from 0 to 7. Show me the child from 0 to 7 and I'll show you the man. We're now breaking free from that. As Jason will tell you, Logan will tell, everyone will tell you, Ken Wheeler, all of them, geniuses. But you've got to take accountability for the information you're being shown. But none. So this is my second video. I hope you enjoy. The next one I'll do will be about the numbers. You only need to know 1 to 10 and it will start getting very, very easy. And then everything will start moving around you and you'll see things differently if you're not already. As being errants, I'm sure you are. So, on that note, guys, Sages of Faye, Pana.